All right, now it's time to get into TNA Impact for February 19th, 2009.
Everybody doing what everybody's doing.
Cross the line.
I'd be doing the fucking same thing. I didn't realize until I already finished the show that the last TNA we did was also 2009. So we're heavy into the 2009 Main Event Mafia era here.
And it's coming to an end right here.
Things are looking grim for the Main Event Mafia. But before we get into this episode of TNA Impact, where Kurt Angle and Sting fight in an empty arena. I mean, they must be used to that, huh? Fucking goddamn. Fucking hate TNA. Let's see what was going on in the world of wrestling at the time with the Wrestling Observer newsletter from February 16th, 2009. And Meltzer has some not-so-kind words about this angle at the time, gentlemen. Meltzer writes, TNA badly needs to make some changes. Well, we know that fucking right, goddamn. It was only a few weeks ago when the Main Event Mafia angle started that ratings started to rise, and there appeared to be more of a major league feel to the company, and they were gaining momentum. Well, in the last few weeks, that has rapidly stopped being the case. If there is a way to make heels without destroying babyfaces, TNA has not learned that formula. You can see everything that was wrong with WCW here. Main eventers who have no respect, going out there to entertain themselves, phoning in performances, and the quality of the shows has gone to hell. The belief is that they have put a ton of heat on the heels first, then start giving the faces wins, but this program has been going on for months, so he is not fucking happy with this, that he thinks they're killing all the faces.
I mean, that's the angle here, so I don't know what he's confused about.
Meltzer also says Stevie Richards was backstage at the pay-per-view, and TNA officials have confirmed he will be coming in. Obviously, we'll talk about Stevie Richards here in a moment. He was close with Terry Taylor, so it appears that was his in. Rob Terry, a huge bodybuilder from Wales that was in WWE developmental as Big Rob, I think as a manager for Nick Nemeth, now Dolph Ziggler, he says, and was eventually cut, was signed to a deal here. And to make room for them, was Petey Williams and Lance Hoyt. The Petey Williams one is going to be a big topic of discussion on this one. So go into this, everybody, knowing that Petey Williams is getting fired for real. There was an immediate negative reaction on Petey getting fired because he was seen as a nice guy who always worked hard and had done nothing wrong. There had been pushes for cuts simply because some guys have been there forever and they had no idea how to push them. But the resentment is that Williams always worked hard and never got into trouble, while guys who don't work hard and have been constant trouble aren't being let go. But that's also the entertainment business. And I wanted to make sure that was in there so everyone knows that Petey is getting fucking fired for real.
Damn.
Yeah, he had a great match on this show, too.
He did. And, I don't know if there's ever, maybe there, obviously I haven't fucking watched every Petey Williams match ever, but I imagine more times than not, I probably went out of a Petey Williams match saying, wow, that was cool. Probably had a good time with that one. Midway, which makes the TNA video game, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy on February 12th. The company is going to attempt to use the bankruptcy to reorganize and stay in business, and the plan is to release a second TNA video game this year. Well, that doesn't fucking happen.
That is
none of that fucking happens. None of that fucking happens. Sema got a tryout with WWE in a dark match, putting over Jamie Noble on February 10th in Fresno, California.
He got back to Gorilla and they said, why are you doing so many Meteoras? Do less Meteoras.
Jamie called it. What the fuck?
Jamie said that you guys really liked Meteoras. What, did he lie?
He's supposed to wrestle Chris Harris next week. I hope it goes well. Sema hadn't looked good in his recent Japan matches since coming back from a career-threatening neck injury, Meltzer says. This is a good fucking time for him to get this dark match going on here with Jamie Noble, who will let him do all his moves and then get him fucking in trouble.
Jamie Noble was the gatekeeper for work rate guys coming in.
It seemed like it, right? Yeah. I mean, every time there's a dark match, it's against Jamie, which I imagine the WWE Vault can do an entire compilation of Jamie Noble dark matches.
Wow, they definitely could.
Yeah, it should be awesome. From the Observer, February 23rd, 2009, Ernest Miller, in talking about his role in The Wrestler, which, by the way, if you're not on our Patreon, we have watched in the $10 tier. You should check it out, and we fuck with Ernest Miller on there as well. He noted that he had to spend his own money to fly to Los Angeles for the movie. He said his movie character was 52, while he's 44, so he was told to gain 20 pounds around the middle to look more like an out-of-shape former wrestler. I mean, he wanted to be in that movie bad.
Yeah, he just had the one part.
The end. Yeah, I guess they probably, maybe he thought it was bigger. They said you're in, the fucking payoff of the movie, so he thought he was going to have a role the whole time. He's just in one match.
And a lot of the matches in like super slow mo that doesn't show him at all.
Yeah, well, gain 20 pounds. Get here. Okay. I guess I'll do that then.
I am the cat.
Last thing here, Midway went bankrupt, owing TNA. Yeah, I know. This weighs heavily on James, especially.
Dude, because I wanted TNA 2 so bad. That's the most they got something, and I need to see it through thing, and they just.
I know. Okay,
you're right. Yeah.
Which sucks. It sucks so bad because like
I think they were trying to work on TNA 2 as quick as possible.
They were.
Right. Okay.
And then like obviously it fell apart very quickly. Because I think we might have talked about this before, James, where it was like a oh fuck, let's get this out and maybe it'll save us thing. But the first game was also that too, like oh fuck, hopefully this game saves us.
Yeah, and that's true. They did try to get it out. A lot of things were cut from the game that they said they'll put in the second one, King of the Mountain and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we've talked about it, I don't know, ad nauseum if you've listened to this show over the years. But TNA, the first game was actually fun. It just was super limited in the options it had, but kind of like a home run in a lot of different ways.
Story mode in that is great.
Yeah, and that story mode was dumbed down. There was a lot more stuff it was supposed to do, but they didn't have time to finish it. It was supposed to be way branching and like way different options and like a bunch of different stuff, but it ended up getting cut. And yeah, I definitely think TNA 2 would have done some damage in the field. I really do. And it was cool because it was different. It was different than the
totally
WWE.
Different
it was, yeah.
It was totally fucking different, yeah. Well, they went fucking bankrupt. They owe TNA $160,000 in video game royalties. Meltzer says that's hardly significant considering they owe Wells Fargo Bank $150 million,
Wow.
National Amusements Inc. $20 million. They owe the NBA $17.2 million, and money to all kinds of major chains like Best Buy, Walmart, Target, and Toys R Us. Midway got court approval to keep its doors open as it attempts to reorganize.
Midway had some really awesome titles, by the way, on their
Midway?
wiki, just like the top titles that they were selling at the time.
Sure.
Mrs. Pac-Man, Spy Hunter, Rampage, Mortal Kombat, NBA Jam.
Mortal Kombat's the one I knew, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like there was a ton of like arcade style stuff.
All the classic games, all the arcade games, and
yeah, I think Tony, the
crazy.
biggest thing that happened was the death of that type of game.
Yeah, the arcade game. Yeah, once the consoles came out, yeah.
The only other wrestling game Midway made was fucking WrestleMania, the arcade game, it looks like here, and that game pissed me off.
Is that the one with all the crazy moves and shit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like
that shit was hard, man. Tag team matches in that one? That's the one with the hard tag team matches.
Yes,
right?
dude, yeah.
Yeah, that shit's hard.
And Yokozuna hit you with the goddamn turkey leg.
Dude, that shit was a quarter eater. That was like what it was made to be. It's just a quarter eater.
Yeah, you're right. Well, that is it for the Observer portion of this. Now let's talk about TNA Impact, February 19th, 2009.
All right, let's get into TNA Impact. We start here with Cross the Line.
Shit's wet as hell out here.
It's raining every time.
Dude, AJ Styles looks nuts.
I mean, he's been sitting out in the rain for a minute.
What a cool... I mean, I know we talked about it before, but what a cool intro it is. I don't know whose idea it was, throw the boys out there in the rain and fucking have them yell, but it looks cool as shit for wrestling.
I love that. I also love the lights that are like 5 lights across and then 5 lights down, and they always stand in front of it. I always think that's very cool. In Shinkiba First Ring, they have like the 4 lights at the bottom on the entrance.
Yeah.
Super minimalist, but it looks awesome, and it reminds me of wrestling anytime I see it.
Yeah, it's cool as fuck. Yeah, like, and I mean, some of the dudes here just look ridiculous. Jeff Jarrett at one point shakes his head like a dog in slow-mo.
Dude, the water goes everywhere. It's awesome. So we get a cold open here. Kurt Angle and Sting are in a feud, and it culminates here this evening.
Yeah, so last week, Kurt Angle said he was going to come down to the ring in his wrestling gear. He's going to bring a ref with him. And then Sting, you're going to lie on your back. I will cover you, and the ref will raise my hand, and you will get up respectfully, and you will shake my hand. And Sting is not fucking happy about this.
This is why this business is in the damn shape it is, because of bullshit like this. Is this your deal, Russo?
Fuck you.
Why, yes, it was. This was my idea.
I did write this, yes. Indeed.
Bro, good, ain't it?
Bro.
Well, Sting says, where's your honor? Go ahead and steal your 13th world title, because Sting is champ at this point here. I think this comes from the pay-per-view where they were in like a match together and Sting won the world title in the match, and Kurt is fucking mad that he did that to him because he thinks that Kurt should be the only world champion. So Kurt fucking starts flipping out. and says, nobody plays up Kurt Angle. I'm going to take your world title, but first, I'm going to take your ass with it. So next week, you and me, and there won't be one soul in the Impact Zone except for you and me, and I guarantee I will end your career. So fucking empty arena match set up here between Kurt and Sting.
We go to a second cold open. Jim Cornette is explaining to Jeff Jarrett that insurance does not cover this empty arena brawl. This could get really fucked up for TNA.
Dude, Cornette does fantastic this whole episode, actually. He's a good point of authority.
Yeah, right. Because he's like always up the ass of somebody or something.
And it sounds like he knows what he's talking about. So, he says, oh, the insurance, we don't have a damn insurance policy on this. We're going to be liable for this shit. Oh yeah, I guess you're fucking spitting there, Jim.
Jeff
Cornette.
Jarrett said, this is not my money. I sold to Panda Energy a long time ago, so I don't care.
Oh, right. So JB Jeremy Borash is here with them as well. Mick Foley's in there too on the couch. And yeah, Cornette's fucking saying, I went over the insurance policy. We're liable for a cross claim. And if they got to pay that out, a settlement, Jeff, you can't do this. You can't have a fight between two guys in an empty arena with no ref. And he turns around, Cactus, tell him. Mick Foley says, well, maybe you could do it during the halftime of the Super Bowl. And then Jim turns back around, don't listen to him. And Jeff's pleading with him. He says, what are my options? Me and Kurt are going to go around for the third time and risk bringing the company down. The Mafia's here. They got their problems, ever since they came here, they've been problems. I say we clear the arena, just like Kurt asked. Let Sting and Kurt beat the shit out of each other and solve the problems.
See, the Main Event Mafia told us that they mean ratings.
Look, you see the Tron? Numbers are going up as we speak.
Yeah. The ratings. May we point to the ratings, Tron?
Oh, Jeff Jarrett on the screen. Cornette says, well, that's going to solve our problems and start a whole bunch of new ones. Let's think about this. Let's not do this on national television. And he looks at JB and he says, and a matter of fact, you got anything to do? And JB says, I'm okay. Cornette says, you work for one of the three people in this building. Can you get out there and do something? Get out of there. And JB says, okay, I'll go. And he leaves. I like this a lot. I like the setup. And if there's one thing that I think they did right on this show is that they tried their fucking hardest to make this empty arena thing feel big and important and scary and dangerous.
Yeah, you're right. They did. They also could have just had the guy sign waivers. That would be a legally way to get out of it. But then, we wouldn't have this whole scenario where they're trying to figure it out. So we
needed the segment, Tony.
Yeah, we need a segment. Yeah,
we got a lot of webographies to fill up later. We need some
Foley's
actual
in the back.
on-screens.
They could just sign waivers. We could just do that. Now, shut up. Don't you got something to do?
You.
Get out of here.
So we get the intro for TNA Impact. Everybody's doing what everybody's doing.
It is my destiny. This is a great intro.
Destiny.
All the classic shots here, like Kurt Angle diving on Abyss going through a table, Jeff Jarrett's very wet, Samoa Joe's pay-per-view stare dive in 4-3. It looks weird that they included that in there, but it looked fucking dope.
Shit was nuts.
It was he didn't get hurt.
No, he didn't.
Of course not.
So we get the Kurt Angle town hall. Kurt Angle says that everyone will likely get what they want because tonight might be the demise of the Main Event Mafia.
TNA and Don West are talking about the situation here, and TNA says this is the most unique episode of Impact in TNA history. You fucking put that right.
Dude, you had an episode where Kurt Angle was dressed up as a pilgrim.
Dude, he was naked for an entire show. We watched it.
Actually, they all involve Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle's been in a lot of more unique shows, actually.
He went to a high school football game the entire show.
And beat up Sting's son.
I love Kurt Angle's Tron that says, big bold letters, the greatest wrestler in the world. That is fucking awesome. So he comes up in the Main Event Mafia track jacket, and he has his gear on, and he has a big-ass cut over his eye. I'm assuming that was from the pay-per-view as well, or he just rammed his head into a fucking car window. Who knows what was going on with Kurt at this time. And Kurt says that Cornette needs to step aside and let the founder of TNA make the right decision. And like James said, everyone's going to get everything they wanted from management to the fans. The total demise of the Main Event Mafia. He said the only way it could be brought down was if it was brought down from the inside. If the boys put themselves first and the family last and the ratings somewhere in the middle. And as we take a look at the Tron here.
There's somewhere in the middle.
There it is.
Looks fucking good.
The boys are taking liberties.
He says, tonight I take a stand for the Mafia and Sting. It's either you or me, Jeff Jarrett. You have the power to make this happen. And all I ask is you clear this whole entire arena. And the crowd boos because they do not want to leave. Of course, they want to see
Kurt Angle says, see, that's what I was talking about.
You're on your shit again. I know it. He says he wants no distractions. He wants him and Sting in the Impact Zone and Jeff. An offer like this doesn't come around often. Take advantage of it. Oh, it's real. It's damn real. And this is during this promo, I realized, wow, you've brought this up before, James. This footage is so crispy. Like, this is super HD.
Yeah, I mean, these cameras must have cost so much money. I actually think the show ends up looking worse than this over time. They're really dialed in here.
Dude, it is really good. There's a point where, like, Sting's backstage, and it's like 4D, almost his face paint looks crazy 4D. Popping off the screen. It's insane.
It's fucking crispy as hell, Tony.
It is awesome. So good. I don't know what they did there, how they did this, but it
didn't look like this on TV. I'll tell you that much.
No,
once they started traveling, they couldn't use the same equipment, I don't think. So the shows didn't look as good. But here in the Impact Zone, this shit looked nuts, especially now that we can see the footage with our screens and everything as we have them.
Yeah.
That footage was sitting there baking for years.
I mean, this shit looks better. Like, if you look at this from, like, compare this Impact 09 or whatever to, like, raw footage from 09 on fucking Peacock or whatever it's on now, Netflix, TNA looks better. Like, I don't know why WWE can't upload the same kind of shit, because I imagine they have crispy as fuck footage, too.
Yeah, I imagine they do.
Yeah.
So, I wonder if they I wonder if they use, like, because they're in Universal Studios, I wonder if they use, like, studio cameras that were, like,
renting them from Universal, you think?
I wonder, because, like, if you said they couldn't take them with them because it was too expensive, I wonder if it was, like, a Universal Studio, because they're a television studio. They have
they probably would have a truck, right? Yeah, maybe you're right.
Cameras ever. I wonder if that's what it was. I'm not sure, but that'd be awesome.
So we go backstage. Motor City Machine Guns are here with Lauren. Alex Shelley is the X Division champion, and they are taking on Jay Lethal and Consequences Creed tonight in a street fight.
And they're little assholes. That's their whole thing at this time. These guys are two fucking assholes.
They're good at it, too.
They are, dude. They're little smarmy bastards. And Lauren says, not only tonight does the MEM seem to be at odds, but the battle continues with the Frontline as you go against Black Machismo and Consequences Creed. Sabin says, what the hell's going on here, Lauren? Jealousy, cheating, stealing, lying, debauchery? The Frontline locker room is beginning to make me sick. All Alex and I have ever done is worry about ourselves. We don't bother anyone else. We're loving, we're kind, we pay our taxes, and we give to charity. And we've always put others before ourselves. And then, I thought this was going to go for a minute. Fucking Jay Lethal and Consequences keep running and start beating their ass. And they expose something here that I had no idea about. Because at one point in this brawl, Creed and Sabin jump off a platform. I didn't know the interview area was on a platform.
Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley said we pay our taxes, and then Lethal Consequences just jumped in and jumped him. Shut up.
Bitch. Do drugs. So they brawl here. Shelley throws Lethal into a ladder, and we go to commercial, and we come back. And now it's time for the no-holds-barred street fight.
Motor City Machine Guns versus Lethal Consequences. Motor City are the heels here. Lethal Consequences are the faces. We come back from commercial. The fight is now out here in the Impact Zone.
There's a chance that people might not know. Consequences Creed is Xavier Woods.
Yeah, and he looked great here, man. Like, this match
fantastic.
This match was awesome. I think that MCMG are great little assholes, and I think Lethal Consequences was a very good face team that people were getting behind.
Yeah. I mean, they got some moves too.
So this is a street fight. There's no title, but it is a fight within the front line. Motor City has fucked with Lethal Consequences for a few weeks now, so they are now fighting it out in a street fight.
Yeah, I think they had a match last week, I think it was, and they tried to shake hands after, and the Guns fucked them. So this is just continuing from that.
So Jay Lethal has Chris Sabin in the ring here. He's putting the work in on him in the corner. Alex Shelley then comes in from behind him, grabs him like he was going to punch him, and then pokes him right in the eyes.
Dude, that was fucking awesome. The eye poke is actually super a lost art, I feel like.
So Motor City hits their own poetry emotion with a forearm. Shelley holds up a chair to Jay Lethal's head, and Sabin hits a springboard kick here, and they strike a pose.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I actually wrote down here, like, wow, this is great work so far.
Yeah.
Sabin goes for a suicide dive on Consequences Creed, but Creed holds a chair up, and Sabin flies right into the chair.
Fucking annihilates him. That was sick.
Back in the ring, Jay Lethal throws a chair to Shelley, and then Creed hits a springboard bulldog to Shelley on the chair. That was awesome.
Dude, that was awesome. And then the goddamn plancha he does after this is gnarly.
For a street fight that surrounds pretty much around only using chairs, they came up with some super creative stuff here.
Yeah, no, it was dope.
Creed then hits a sensational flip dive over the rope onto Chris Sabin.
Dude, I wrote here. He calls it a flip dive for sure, I think.
Dude, they're on fire here. This is like a very solid TNA opener.
Dude, he doesn't even touch the ropes. He legit flies over cannonball style, it looked like, and lands on Sabin. It was nuts.
Yeah, he looked great. I actually loved the whole combo here. I love the do a move and then instantly hit the ropes and go for a flip dive or something.
Yes, I love
Homicide used to do it a lot too. It was awesome.
He might do it on this show.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right. On the hot tag. Yeah, you're right. Lethal dives off the top, but Shelley moves, and then Shelley flatlines Lethal into a chair in the corner. A lot of flatliners on this show.
I mean, that and the TNA kick. I mean, they were doing the X Division specials on this sucker.
We kind of got everything. We got the Tower of Doom also.
Oh, my. Dude, okay, I can't wait to talk about that one, actually.
So Creed goes for the Alabama Jam, but misses.
Oh, that's, like... God bless doing the Alabama Jam anyway, but I don't know. I feel like it's got to suck a little more when no one's there.
6-sided ring Alabama Jam. Absolutely mental here from Consequences Creed. If I'm backstage and I see you break out an Alabama Jam in the 6-sided ring in the opener, I'm saying, yeah, this guy wants it bad. We got to push this guy.
Yeah, at least give him a title shot.
Yeah, we got to push this guy. So Sabin sets up a chair and launches Creed into it before going for the cradle shock. Lethal comes in and stops him and hits the Lethal combination on Chris Sabin.
On the chair?
Yeah, to the chair. To the chair.
That was fucking cool. They were doing, like you said, dude. They were trying to figure out a lot of shit to do with the chair. They booting the chair into Creed's head and fireman's carry chest first onto the chair. Like they probably said, hey. Only use a chair. All right, can we get a ladder? All right, a ladder. That's it.
So Jay Lethal does a handspring, but lands on his feet. No! Handspring lands on his feet, and Sabin hits him in the back with a chair, and then Shelley hits the air raid crash before Creed breaks it up.
Little two.
Lethal runs at Shelley, and he sends him over the ropes, back body drop style, and Jay Lethal just...
fucking
eats this ladder, man.
Dude, I'm surprised it didn't split in half WWE style with wood pouring out of it, but he just lands on top of it. No give. That sucks.
Just lands and then his body bounces off of it.
Yeah, ow.
So, yeah, Lethal takes a back body drop over the ropes here onto the ladder. The ladder's set up between the ring and the barricade. It was just gnarly. Creed gets Shelley up in a fireman's carry, but Sabin hits him with the belt. And Shelley falls on top of him and covers him for the 3.
I like this match a fucking lot.
I thought this was awesome. Yeah, I had a really good time with this. And MCMG, surprisingly, sometimes when you think of Motor City, you just think of these guys are perennial baby faces, right? Super great in this role here. And, they took any opportunity to let Lethal Consequences look great here, and they took every bit of it. It was awesome. Main Event Mafia hype video. The first... of many.
Did they just run out of footage? And they had to or do you think they planned to pad out what felt like 25% of the episode with videos?
So that's super funny. We have talked about this shit before, and when used sparingly, this shit is awesome. The hype video thing's cool.
Yes.
Seeing the webography thing is cool if it doesn't undermine the stuff.
Sure.
We'll talk about that in a minute. But the problem here, you said it great. It's like 25% of the show.
Yeah, dude, there's a main event. Okay, spoilers, by the way. So this is a Main Event Mafia propaganda video. Later in the show, there's a new one. Same style, different words.
Yeah, so the hype videos are just music videos. I think the Main Event Mafia one might be the only one that had voiceover. I don't remember.
Yeah, this one had voiceovers from them.
Right.
Yeah, life isn't fair, or whatever.
We are the Main Event Mafia, the most powerful, most ruthless, most acclaimed semblance of greatness anywhere.
So we go backstage. JB is here with Cornette, Foley, and Jarrett again. And Cornette says that Jarrett has made a decision.
Well, JB, Jeremy Borash, I'm here in Jeff Jarrett's office once again with Jim Cornette and Mick Foley. I believe some resolution has been made of this request made by Kurt Angle, and Jim says there hasn't been a decision by Jeff Jarrett, and I'd like to go on record publicly and say I don't agree with this. I don't want to be responsible for it, but Jeff Jarrett is the boss. And then for some reason, again, another instance, I was like, wow, this is the crispiest footage I've ever seen. I mean, this is the tightest shot of Jim Cornette's face I've ever seen, ever. Like, they are touching his nose how fucking close
Zoom
this is
in.
here. Yeah, like, what the fuck? And Foley also has a notepad that has writing on it, and he is writing more stuff on it. They never say anything about this.
It's
I
the
don't know
countdown
what
to lockdown. That's what it is.
Oh, he's writing his book. Okay,
workshopping it. Yeah, he's
of
getting
course.
ideas here. Yeah.
Well, Jim says, therefore, tonight at the appropriate time, the Impact Zone will empty of wrestlers, referees, fans, building staff, every human being in this building except for the camera crew to document, and the announcers to describe the actions you will see. Kurt Angle and Sting will be given the ring and the opportunity to settle their differences as they wish, once and for all. Again, fantastic explanation of all this. I was like, this is fucking cool as shit. I love it.
I didn't even need it, but like, it's cool that they're giving it to me and they're making it a big deal. Like, by the time we get to the actual main event and with the things that they do theatrics wise during the main event, it made it seem like a massive deal. So yeah,
I know.
Mission accomplished, I think, for this main event.
So Jim says that, and JB looks at him with horror eyes, and he says, "You got to be kidding me, Jim." And Cornette says, "I wish I was," and Jarrett stands up and says, "But he's not," and it's gonna be pretty exciting. Yeah, dude. Like, again, if there's one thing I can say that I loved at this episode, they fucking drove home how big this empty arena match was. I was like, wow, this should be a pay-per-view match. How big they're making this.
Yeah, I could definitely buy it as one too.
Hell yeah, shit. I'm with $29.99. What were they paying? I wasn't paying for it, but I'll watch it.
So we get the Chris Sabin webography,
which again, as James mentioned, when these are done, they can be good. But this is a Chris Sabin webography that he's talking as Chris Sabin. He just had a match where he was a dick, a promo where he was a dick. Now we're doing the Chris Sabin webography where we're just finding out about how cool Chris Sabin is. And this guy's awesome.
So, Chris, we saw you really try to kill Lethal Consequences a second ago. I just wanted to know, maybe what's your favorite movie?
And what are you most thankful for?
What's one wish?
Yeah, like he said, he's thankful for being able to, that wrestling is let him see the world. He's been to Puerto Rico and Canada, yay, and England and Japan and Australia, and he's thankful for that. And also, so anyway, what about Jay Lethal and you try to kill him? Well, one of my favorite video games is Final Fantasy VI.
Got to be Final Fantasy VI. Some would call it Final Fantasy 3.
Yeah, did you know that it was renamed in the United States? Did you know that? That's weird.
You know my name is from that game, Final Fantasy VI, Sabin. That's from the game.
I actually didn't know that.
I swear we've watched this before, and he said that, and
we
feel like I
have
did
watched
know
this
that.
before because
I just forgot it. Then that's awesome.
Like, I mean, it's been a while, but like I had that feeling too, James, where I was like, did I fucking know that? Unless there's somebody else, Tony, that said that too, and I'm just combining the two.
No, that was him. We definitely saw this before because, the idea was these were for YouTube or whatever, and then they're like, well, we got some time to put in here. Let's
fucking show.
Go to webography.mp4, throw that in there, get that going on.
Dude, webography is a fucked up name for this.
Fucked up word.
Dude, it is hard to say. Webography.
So we go backstage. The Main Event Mafia is arguing, and Kurt yells, "Shut up, shut up, shut up."
So Kurt says, "All right, shut up." And Booker is going nuts here. Booker also, you couldn't tell this dude shit, huh? Like, he was getting his shit. He was having a good fucking time.
Yeah, he got across what he needed to get across. It was fun to watch him in the background of every single promo.
So Kurt says, "I don't want to hear it. I'm the head of the Mafia here, and it's going to go down tonight. It's either me or Sting." And Steiner chimes in, "Come on, Kurt. Doesn't have to be this way." And Kurt says, "What do you want me to do, Scott? You want me to go talk to Sting?" "That's bullshit." He's been disrespecting all of us. And Booker mumbles something to Sharmell, and Kurt looks over, and he's fucking pissed, and he says, "What you got to say, Book? You got something to say? You want to say it? You say it to me." Booker says, "I said, in whose opinion? It ain't about Kevin. It ain't about Scott. I've known Sting for years. He ain't ever disrespected me like some people I know. And Kurt says, well, maybe we should make it a handicap match tonight. And Booker gets like so mad. Like his eyes nearly pop out of his head. We should have a handicap match then. He slowly turns his head and looks back at Kurt. And Kurt says, yeah, you and your buddy Sting against me. And Booker says, would you feel it, dog? Would you say it?
Kevin Nash is slowly standing up in the background.
He knows some shit's about to go down. But Booker, would you feel it, dog? Kevin Nash barges in. He said, that's enough! That's fucking enough! Kevin Nash has had... he is so fucking sick of these dudes. I also think he's injured here, by the way. So he's here
probably.
hurt, having to do... Yeah, probably is right. He's here having to fucking do fucking backstage segments, hurt and shit. Listen to these dudes. And Booker, mouth hung open, is fucking mad. He says, huh? And Kev says, Sharmell, get your husband out of here. And Booker's flipping out. He says, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? And they're going to fucking go. And Kev looks down at JB, Jeremy Borash, who is also here. And he says, what the hell are you doing in here? And JB said, oh, I'm going. Kev said, get the hell out of here. And JB says, I'm going, jeez. And him and Booker and Sharmell all go in the hallway. And JB...
Dude, Booker walks out into the hallway and then stares at the door across from him. That shit was so funny. The way he walks out and stares at the door, and then until JB says something to him, he's still just looking at the door.
Dude, he walks out, and he's standing there, his mouth hung open, eyes huge, just staring at the wall. Book. And JB said, come on, let's go. I don't know why Booker's listening to him, why JB's able to guide him anywhere. But Booker has this look of pure, like, shock and annoyance on his face, and JB says, is that the end of the Mafia? Kurt Angle just called you out there. And Booker finally snaps out of it. He turns his head to the side and looks at JB and says, you ain't got nothing to do with this. You need to back up off me, dude. Back off me. They walk by a caution taped door. Is this Orlando Jordan door, or are we not there yet?
I thought that was the Black Rain room.
Holy fuck, that's even crazier.
I was thinking it was something about Mick Foley's office maybe got destroyed or something, but I'm not sure about that.
Okay, sure.
These are all three great options.
But I did also immediately think of Orlando Jordan when I saw caution tape.
That sucks that they're all viable options.
It's one of them. Take your pick, whatever you want it to be. That's what that room is.
Dude, the way Booker says dude, by the way, right there, sounded like it would be like D-O-O-D.
Dude.
Then out of nowhere, AJ Styles comes in, grabs Booker by the head and throws him into the wall and stomps him out.
Don't go into the Black Rain room.
They should have threw him in there. Throw him in the Orlando Jordan room. They're going to pour cum on you.
What are you saying?
So AJ stomps this fucking dude out. He throws him in the wall a bunch of times. He's cutting a promo during this backyard wrestling style. He says, at Destination X, I end this and your legendary status. And he hits him with the Legends title, which is the belt that AJ has. I don't know if he stole it. I assume he is the champion of the Legends right now. Main Event Mafia stuff. Like I said, I don't know how it did for TNA in the long run. Like, I don't know how history looks back on it. But I look back on it by, like, I'm having a really, really good time watching it.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was always fun. Especially Booker. Like, everything he did was just fun. Awesome.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's really good in a vacuum.
Yes, right. Yeah. Maybe the top guys shouldn't have been as haha as they were here, but
yeah, you're probably right. Should have been a little serious, but
I'm laughing.
I'm having a good time. We're all having a good time. So we have the Beer Money Inc. Town Hall. Beer Money are here. They're the tag team champions. They got Jackie.
Great song, great presentation, great team.
He comes from money.
And TNA says that the tag champs have requested this time to issue what we've been told is a very special challenge, and he tried to ask them about it, but they told him to fuck off. And Roode says, tonight's festivities have been somewhat exciting. My partner James Storm and I have found it extremely boring.
They have by the way, their theme song has the Good Brothers.
Holy shit, it does. What the fuck?
I
mean, it's repurposed?
I mean, James Storm never comes down here with a can of beer. It's always a glass.
Come on, that's the sound it makes when you pop the top, right?
No, it sounds like the Okada thing with the coin. That's what
ting,
beer.
ting, ting.
Yeah, they should use that. No, it's probably just like a royalty-free beer. You know, like you said, beer.mp3. You'll find that.
You're probably right.
So Roode says, we are the TNA World Tag Team Champions, and that means we are the best. And just like our slumping economy, we have knocked down every single tag team that's been put in the ring with us. Midway's going out of fucking business, guys. Like, shit's fucked up here.
Come on, man. I mean, that was too soon.
And being the fighting champions we are, we have come up with a very special idea. An idea that's going to raise the stakes here at TNA, and we like to call it the Off the Wagon Challenge. Tell them, James. Not you, James.
As my mama would say.
So James Storm says, as we say in the South, my mom is tired of watching you on TV challenge. Oh, shit. Your mom wants Petey Williams fucking fired? That's
no, come on, Mom.
Tell your mom
We
to
like
chill
that
on
guy.
Petey Williams. We like him.
Yeah, man. Come on. There's a lot of other guys in the matches later in a 6-man match that could go. Like, your mom probably fucking doesn't like a lot of them.
There's a few Brutus guys.
Yeah,
that
dude.
could go.
He has some monumental Magnus men.
You should bring the Off the Wagon challenge back every week in about 1 year. I mean, you could really run the pockets of a few guys.
That'd be exciting. That'd be fucking exciting. So James Storm says, this means that if Beer Money will put the tag titles on the line any place, anytime, against anybody, and if you win, of course, you become the tag champs. And if you lose, if you get pinned by Mr. Moneybags here, he's the money man, or this drunk son of a bitch, that's James Storm, then you have to leave TNA forever. That means you can't come back under a mask. Fucking sorry, Daniels. You can't sit behind an announce table. You can't ring the bell. You can't even be the stupid cameraman. You can't be the tramp that carries our stuff to the back. And then he leans on the top rope and looks at the announce table and he says, even you, Mike and Don. And we get like a fucking camera right on the announcers for this part. I don't understand why. And we watch James Storm from the ring from the announcer's perspective here. And James Storm says, and Don West just looking at you. I'm pretty sure you can use some Twinkie money, fat boy. And
Hey.
Don West says, take an awful lot of Twinkie money. And then TNA looks at him and says, what, all of a sudden you look like Artie Lang?
Looking around. Who got that? Which one of y'all got that? Dude, it would have been funny as shit if, like, he says, what, all of a sudden you look like Artie Lang? And it looks over at James Storm and then it cuts back to the commentary booth and Artie Lang is beside Mike Tenay. And he goes, yeah, I don't get the similarities either.
Wow, that
The
would
guy cutaway gag.
Celebrity Deathmatch would have did that.
And it would have been funny as shit.
James Storm legit. They do the Artie Lang line, and he says, "Well, it starts tonight. Sorry."
I guess
Damn.
Artie Lang just had a special that just came out.
Okay,
like
yes.
a CD, DVD kind of thing or whatnot. So that's why they timely reference, I guess. Yes.
Well, Tenay says, "I can guarantee you it's not going to be Don and I." Anyway, let's send it back to Roxy, Taylor Wilde, and the Governor.
Dude, I mean, this segment is all over the place. So it is Roxy, Taylor Wilde, and the Governor in a backstage segment with Lauren. The Governor, of course, is a Sarah Palin character played by Daphne, and it is still here.
Sarah Palin was pretty over in 2009. She was on TNA, and she was in porn.
As Lisa Ann. Sarah Palin was Lisa Ann in porn. And now she's here in TNA.
Dude, that's probably how TNA found out about it. They fucking nailing Palin was getting around. They said, "Whoa, this is awesome. Let's put her
Artie
on TV."
Lang said, "You guys seen this?"
Get your fat ass out of here.
Hey.
So Roxy says, "Did you hear about that? The James Storm Beer Money Challenge? Well, I hope it's for the knockouts because you and me, bleep, would be knockouts tag team champs." The fuck did she say?
I assume she's saying effing. Like, we'd be the effing
you and me
tag champs,
fucking would be the knockouts tag team champs. So Governor Daphne says, that is so bad. Come on, this is our family show, don't you know? It's just Roddy Piper. I swear that's what she did.
That is Roddy Piper. Wow. That's good.
And then this is the important part here. I don't know if this is true. I don't know if this was an angle. I don't know what this was. Taylor says, Velvet, let me slow it down for you. I'll give you a little math lesson. Since Cute Kip can't lay a hand on us due to Spike TV rules, that means there's 3 of us and 2 of you, and your odds suck. So the word is here that Cute Kip, Billy Gunn, cannot hit women because Spike TV doesn't like that.
It might be a Cornette thing, like Cornette's always the rules guy. So
I guess,
like,
to be fair, it could be right. I mean, they could have changed their fucking rules.
No
just 'cause
intergender
Raw was
type
fucking
wrestling.
doing 3-minute warning for 1 million fucking episodes.
Yeah,
like,
you're right. Probably don't like that now, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they could have changed some shit, though. But I was like, oh, that's weird.
It's good. It's like a good little, that's why the men never attack the women or whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the rule.
I don't hate it. I was just like, oh, is that real? I was getting worked.
Maybe there's a payoff.
Yeah, that's
well.
right.
I mean, as you see, there is interaction, so it's definitely like a kayfabe thing that.
Well, the payoff could be, they could do it at the pay-per-view because it's not on Spike TV.
Not on
could
Spike.
Be the payoff.
Yeah, it's with a ball driver through the table.
So we go to the Robert Roode webography.
Dude, you fucking nailed that.
Oh, thank you. Robert Roode says, if I wasn't a wrestler, I'd be a corrections officer because I like babysitting.
Dude, this is right after the Robert Roode promo where they're doing a match to get somebody fired.
Anyways, what type of music do you like, Robert Roode?
Well, I like fucking everything. I like fucking rock.
You do not like everything, I guarantee.
Come on, dude, Tony. Everyone in 2009 to 2012 at least. I like it all. I like rock and rap. That's everyone's fucking answer.
You
during
like
this time.
brain rot music?
That was default white guy answer. I fucking like everything. Fucking rap, rock.
And rap. Oh, but just not country. I don't like country.
Well, Roode likes country. And he said the most important thing in his life is family. It's good. Some family values here. He said his dream was to play in the NHL because he's Canadian and he played hockey. That's awesome. His dad was a big role model for him, but in wrestling, he was a huge fan of Kurt Hennig. Which is, I guess that's...
The screen said athletics, and he said, yeah, I'd love to play in the NHL. And then it shows athletics again. Yeah, I'd have to say my dad.
My dad was pretty athletic.
My dad was cool. Mr. Perfect was way cooler than that.
Yeah, it depends on what level you want to talk about here.
So we go to a pre-tape. Dr. Stevie is in. Did that start here, or has it started already?
I mean, TNA said it's time for another therapy session, so I'm assuming this is the second one. But
it just happened at the pay-per-view, right? Didn't they say Dr. Stevie just came at the pay-per-view?
Oh, that would make a lot of sense.
He just showed up at the pay-per-view, I think, right? Or something. I don't know. I didn't remember what happened in the angle.
Well,
but
the
I think
doctor's in, Tony.
He is in.
And Abyss is laying on a couch, and he's giggling, and this is great. Abyss says... He's just kind of going over shit that he did, I guess, here. He said, I held a beard bottle in my hand and it felt so warm, and I imagined the sharp, rigid edges of it digging deep into the cornea of Matt. The river of crimson flow freely like a mighty Mississippi. Dude, I swear to God, he says crimson.
He says crimson. I swear he does, too.
He says, I don't know what it is about pain, Dr. Stevie, whether it's mine or theirs. It just brings me a sense of pleasure that can't be matched. And Stevie says, all right, get the fuck out of here. Super early Abyss Dr. Stevie stuff, which I will say, I mean, this ends up with some cool shit. I like the Stevie Abyss stuff. The Daphne inclusion ends up being pretty fucking cool. But it's just like, man, everything's got to have something hokey to start it off.
Yeah. Little Hat Daphne is cool, though.
Fucking awesome.
So Brutus... fucking hell. Brutus Magnus, Sheik Abdul-Bashir, and Matt Morgan... take on Shane Sewell, Hernandez, and Homicide.
The chain reaction of reactions from me as these entrances took place, boys. Fucking just like, it was almost, I was almost about to say, hey, let's fucking do something else.
Dude, he was deep in this Brutus Magnus modern day gladiator gimmick.
He's the gladiator, Tony.
The worst. Oh,
it was funny
terrible.
because he comes out with the shoulder guard. And then Matt Morgan comes out with his own homemade shoulder guard on the other shoulder.
So yeah, Meltzer and the Observer was talking about them just like they were desperate to sign someone from the UK. Like they wanted to have like a UK guy that they can make their own. I guess they were trying to get into that market a lot more. And this was the guy, and he wrote and he was like, you guys could have just fucking got like Claudio Castagnoli or something. Like, I don't know what you're doing. And here's fucking Shane Sewell He was a ref, and he has history with Sheik Abdul-Bashir.
Do you know how to tell how he was a ref?
Is it the Tron, or is it that he came out with the ref shirt and took it off?
Yes.
He comes out in stripes and takes it off. Like,
well, he goes into wrestler mode. It's like when you're doing fucking 2K special ref. You can go wrestler mode or ref mode. He's in wrestler mode.
Wow.
So Homicide has the Feast or Fire briefcase for the X Division title. And Hernandez
has a gigantic fucking mustache.
Dude, he does have a huge mustache.
Shit's awesome.
Christopher Daniels comes back with that here in a minute too.
I mean, that must have been super in at the time.
Everyone was trying this. Hernandez did not get a fair shake at the world title because of the Main Event Mafia, so he will get another shot at the world title here soon.
They legit say he's in line for another shot.
Homicide and Hernandez are waiting to be the top guys on this show. So for now, they're going to wrestle with Shane Sewell and Brutus Magnus.
Who was just a referee not too long ago.
Some will say these guys could all be referees at this point.
Right.
Kill it with fire right now, please.
So Matt Morgan hits a big boot. Can you believe that?
Fucking way.
That's not a big boot. Can you name
That's
that?
the carbon footprint. I apologize.
Thank you.
Well,
They
Tony,
make it
it's
big.
not the carbon footprint because the match didn't end, brother.
The match ends when Matt Morgan says it ends, okay? You get that straight.
I'm putting
buddy.
Magnus and Matt Morgan in a pod and shooting them to the fucking moon.
I mean, come on.
I mean, Matt Morgan did that. He shot his sperm in his face.
Wasn't it?
Or something like that. Something of
He's
that
the
nature.
DNA of TNA in outer space.
Is that right? Or wrong?
No, I think so. I think that's right.
I think he shot his sperm in his face.
It's definitely just his DNA, guys.
No,
Oh, where
he's
did he
got
get
a
it, you
crazy.
You know what? I never thought of
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
I didn't think of it. I
He's got a crazy stroke game and just made it to outer space, you know?
don't know. You can just do that. You can fucking shoot your shit to space.
Well, when
Matt
you're
Morgan
a
did.
genetic freak and you're not normal, you know?
He was edging for years. Shot his shit right to space.
There's some Matt Morgan aliens out there somewhere, I bet. It's crazy.
Dude, you're right, Tony. Wow.
Having shitty matches.
You really fucked the mid card up in space. Splash.
Wow. That is awesome. Killed the territory with Matt Morgan fucking aliens.
Yeah, there's a tag match going on here, guys.
I fucking wish there wasn't.
So Matt Morgan hits the big boot.
The carbon footprint
Right.
just doesn't go for the pin. There it is.
Right. It would have been a finish otherwise.
Yeah, you're right.
He needed to pad out this match some more.
Apparently, Shane Sewell and Sheik Abdul-Bashir have heat, which is a good sign for Sheik Abdul-Bashir's push in this
Career?
company.
Yeah. He loses that feud.
Bashir tries to hit Sewell with a chair on the post, but Earl Hebner pulls him away, which was very nice of him.
That's his boy. It's Rev.
Dude, you're right.
That's cheese, man. You can have a ref in your pocket like that.
Yo, they had no chance, huh?
No way.
So Hernandez hot tag, and finally, something good to eat. I mean, this motherfucker is the best hot tag of all time. I swear to God he is.
He is, dude. Slingshot shoulder tackle is how he starts his
That's a
fucking
great move.
comeback.
I love that move.
If
Yeah,
I
does
see
that.
Hernandez hot tag into a flying shoulder tackle, I know I'm about to see like 6 of the gnarliest bumps in a row ever. I'm so excited. So yeah, hot tag, flying shoulder tackle, hits some more shoulder tackles, hits a backbreaker over his shoulder.
Dude, that was awesome.
Homicide does the homicide dive to the outside, and Hernandez
Kills
hits a
him.
sit-out powerbomb on Bashir for a 2. And then he sets him up, and I was like, oh, he's going to get cut off. Hell no, he's not. Hernandez border toss, and then Shane Sewell with the elbow drop off the top on Bashir, and they win the match.
Dude, them giving the win to Shane Sewell is so fucking funny. Like, they made it a point to not have Hernandez or Homicide get the pin. Shane Sewell had to beat Sheik Abdul-Bashir. That was the important part of this match.
So we get an LAX hype video.
So
after Hernandez just pops off the craziest hot tag of all time.
So the video's going. I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. This is fucking
It's
cool.
the longest one for sure.
Dude, okay. I legit, that's what I was like, wow, this is kind of awesome. Okay, this is good. Hey, this is going long. Okay, it was like 3 minutes fucking long. Like
it might as well have been their entrance video.
I know. I would not be surprised if it looped at one point. I had to skip through it to figure because I was like, wow, I'm watching this for too long.
So now it's time for Hardcore History 101. There is a smiley with a goatee. And no mustache.
I can't tell you.
It's insane.
Sometimes I get like irrationally mad at just fucking nothing. And I swear to God, this fucking smiley face with the goatee put me in a really bad mood for like 10 minutes.
Dude, there's something about the Mick Foley TNA smiley face that's just fucking wrong. I don't know what it is. You're right.
It
there's
irritates
something
the
wrong
shit
about
out of me,
it.
Tony.
Yeah.
It's the Walmart sticker.
Dude, it is. And it's just beat up with a Band-Aid on it.
And no mustache.
No mustache.
Dude, he said Walmart sticker. That is the Walmart sticker. Holy
shit.
Dude,
it's the Walmart, like, this is a deal sticker.
Yeah.
Fucking makes me mad to fucking look at it. Like, it's
is that even a
right
thing
now.
anymore?
The Walmart smiley?
No, they don't have the smiley anymore. They got the butthole logo. They don't got the smiley.
I'm sorry.
star.
Wait, what they got?
The Walmart butthole logo, you know?
Oh, let me see.
No, I don't know.
Oh.
Here's the logo by itself.
Tony, you're nuts.
There's the butthole logo. I'm not the one that coined that, by the way. Other people.
I can see shit coming out that thing.
What?
Nah, they don't have the smiley face. They got this.
Nah. Wow, what the fuck?
Mick Foley is here to talk about his career.
Oh, yeah, that sucks. I can't stop thinking of shit going out this thing now. Oh, man. Okay, so Hardcore History 101 with Mick Foley. This is weird. I get what they were going for here, but like it's Mick Foley talks about his match with Sting in WCW when he was Cactus Jack, but he can't say WCW and he can't say Cactus Jack. So you kind of just have to try to figure that out yourself. If you don't know this fucking thing, like he talks about like coming out of a box and fighting Sting. And if you didn't know this happened, you would have no clue how to fucking figure this out in your brain.
Yeah, so the way they use Mick is so crazy because they're kind of just having him be there on TV, so someone maybe that's flipping through says, hey, that's Mick Foley. Yeah, look at that. And then also they're like, you're going to be world champion in about 3 months.
You're right.
Yeah, so...
Oh, yeah, that's 09, right?
Sting, yeah.
That's right, at fucking Lockdown in Philly. I was there.
Wow.
And he writes a book about it, yeah. Joe Cornette comes out and says, 2 guys that haven't teamed in a while are taking on the Beer Money Challenge. You guys ready for that?
Yeah, he says, we're going to find out if the world title wagon keeps rolling on or if it ends in a ditch. And Don says, who's it going to be? And Cornette says, you're going to have to find out when Beer Money finds out. And Tenay says, well, let's send it to Lauren with Scott Steiner.
Yes.
I had to stop. I legit had to pause. There's not many times I have to pause something that I'm watching to laugh. And, like, I had to pause here. This is so fucking funny. So Scott Steiner is in what seems to be a broom closet. I'm not sure what this fucking situation here is, but he's sitting down, he's doing curls, and Lauren is here, and she said, how'd your closed-door meeting with Kurt Angle go tonight? Did you and Kevin talk him down? And Scott, who is doing curls, says, talk him down? Why would I talk him down? If I was pissed off, I wouldn't want nobody to talk me down. Kurt Angle has a side to him that's as dark as mine. If I was pissed off, I wouldn't want anybody talking me down. No, we got that fucking part. Pissed off, don't talk him down, got it. See, Frontline think they got the advantage now. They think it's going to make us weaker. No. Oh. The saying goes, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Main Event Mafia, we're going to be stronger because of this. We just got to work out a few kinks. And Lauren says, all right, well, moving on. We got to talk about Samoa Joe.
So, yeah, moving on here.
Anyway. Says, all right, let's talk about Samoa Joe. Scott looks at her and says, yo, first off, you want to work out with me? Take your clothes off.
Take your clothes off, lay down on that bench. You want to work out with me?
I don't know if you guys heard it, but he says, take your clothes off and lay on that bench. Someone behind the camera fucking laughs. Like you can hear them laugh. And Lauren looks at him and says, whoa. Scott says, no, seriously, take your clothes off and lay on that bench. He breaks character. No, fucking for real. Come on, let's work out.
No.
Oh, right. Okay. So Scott lays back on the bench and he starts bench pressing. And Lauren says, Samoa Joe, you heard his threat last week? Scott says, threat? You call his threats? Just because he cuts his hair and paints his face, he thinks he's threatening me? I beat him before, I'll beat him again. He's still a fat bastard. The only way I'd be afraid of... He's off screen laughing. Hey. The only way I'd be afraid of him if I was smothering Twinkie or dressed as a hamburger.
Dude, I love this whole era of Scott Steiner is always talking about hamburgers. He talks to Bully Ray the same way. That shit is so fucking funny.
That is
I ain't got no
situations.
donut. I look in my pockets. I ain't got no donut. I ain't got no cheeseburger. I know you like sugar, but I ain't got none.
The only way he would be afraid of Samoa Joe if he was smothered in Twinkie or dressed as a hamburger. Why would I be afraid of him? I'm going to beat Samoa Joe worse than I ever beat before. You got that? Now go take your clothes off. I'm working off.
Dude, the way he does that is so funny. Now, go take your clothes off. I'm working off. And then Samoa Joe's hand comes down and it's so funny because it's like 135 on the bar and he's just pressing it into Scott Steiner's chest.
So Joe presses his bar down on Steiner and he says, I'm here, Scott. I'm right here. And right now I can crush that freshly repaired sternum. And you know what? I want you to think long and hard about what I'm going to do to you at Destination X. I'm talking about a nation of violence. It's coming, and Joe is going to kill you. And he lets go, and he leaves. I mean, it sucks that, this is... Scott Steiner's so fucking funny. I should hate this guy because he's an asshole to Samoa Joe. But this is so fucking funny, man.
I'm working off. So Abyss hype video.
Long as fuck.
Yep, this is his entrance video.
I mean, again, I show this before the Abyss interview, maybe?
I mean, shit's dope. It's just...
Show me how crazy he is, and then, he's in therapy. That would kind of line up a little better.
Yeah, you're right, yeah.
Go straight into it. I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
sure.
Why not? But,
yeah.
Whatever. Not bad. Again, the video's good, like you said.
Video is cool. It's just there's so much of this on this show. Matter of fact, we get one here, we go backstage, and then we get another one from a group we already saw a hype package about.
We've seen them all night.
So we have a backstage segment here with Sojourner Bolt, and she's back here with Lauren.
So Sojo Bolt is back here, and she outlasted 8 other knockouts last week to win a gauntlet, and that gets her a match at the Knockouts title. And Lauren is asking her about, how's that sitting with the Kong Tourage, which Sojo is a part of? And she says, is someone going to do something about it? I said, oh, shit. Oh, fuck. All right, let's go.
I did not know it was like that, yeah.
I didn't know either. She said, I earned my shot at the Knockouts title, and I plan on taking it. And Lauren says, well, you seem real confident when Kong's not around. Hey.
I mean, Kong comes around, sits way different.
Dude, it is fucking... You're right. Sojo said, listen, just because we're tight doesn't mean I'm not going to go out there and do my thing. I'm going to keep it real, and first who takes it keeps it, and Kong knows it. And then Raisha Saeed, another person, along with the governor, that they just put a stupid fucking gimmick on for no fucking reason to waste everybody's goddamn time. She comes in and tells her to, didn't I tell you to keep this within the Kong Tourage, and what don't you understand? And so, yeah, Sojo says she understood, but she didn't listen. And she said, nobody tells her what to do unless you're my mama, and you're not my mama.
Which you are not.
That is fucking confirmed. So that's good. Raisha Saeed is not her mom, and that's at least one more issue that we have dealt with here.
So we get a Main Event Mafia hype package. Again.
Different than the one earlier, right? But same style.
Right.
Which, why?
It'd be awesome if we got some more later.
I would like an abundance of them, actually. Yeah, please.
So we have Angelina Love with Velvet Sky and Kip James versus Taylor Wilde with Roxy and the Governor.
Dude, the shots of the beautiful people's entrance here is they might as well have stuck the camera up their ass. This is fucking crazy. They're in there.
Let the pigeons loose. But I digress.
Of course.
Spike TV's rules ban Kip James from any male-on-female interaction here.
Physicality.
Yeah, that plays into the match a little bit. Taylor Wilde starts hot here, flying arm drag. She has a great shine. She always has.
She's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I think that when you look back at the history of the knockouts, like her win over Awesome Kong was pretty sweet.
Big deal.
So,
Yeah.
Flying arm drag and head scissors into a leg lariat to start here. Kip James grabs Taylor Wilde's leg and trips her, which of course gets him ejected by senior official Rudy Charles.
Fuck out of here! And even Don West says, Spike doesn't allow the man-on-woman violence. Get him out of here. Okay.
So Taylor Wilde hits a line and a drop kick and a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker comeback, but Velvet Sky gets on the apron to distract the ref. The ref then gets distracted on the outside by Roxy and everybody. There's like 40 people out there. And Angelina Love hits an elevated flatliner.
The lights out!
Yeah, I believe Don West called the lights out.
Yes.
And then the ref isn't there to see the pin because he is all over like 20 people outside.
Fucking arguing.
And then the governor pulls Angelina Love's leg and Angelina Love argues with the ref about it. And Taylor Wilde schoolboys Angelina Love and wins the match.
I thought this was fine. I didn't have any problems with this.
Yeah. So we get a One Night with ODB video. There is a contest on TNAWrestling.com to spend a night with ODB.
The birds are singing. Nature's creatures are pairing up for the season of love. What could be more beautiful than... Boom! Do you have what it takes to spend a night with ODB? So you would send in a video to apply to spend the night with ODB, like Buck Masterson did here. And he said that she should take him on a date.
Dude, okay.
I would love to see these videos.
I thought his name was Butt Masterson and then Bud Masterson. I was like, what is this guy's fucking name?
Buck Masterson.
Whatever his name is, I hope he wins.
Dude, I wish these videos existed. It made me think of the Shearer's Shuffle Challenge.
Oh, yes.
Which was...
It's taken over the nation.
A tremendous time of my life where people were submitting videos of them doing the Shearer's Shuffle, and that was fucking awesome. And Shearer and Dixie Carter, and what a great fucking time that was.
Dude, I swear I saw Cody Deaner here. Is this where he comes in? Like,
it did show Cody Deaner.
Oh, in the video?
Oh, it might be Tony. I don't know.
Oh.
Is that how he gets into it? Let me look at
wow, that'd be nuts, Tony. Great shout, because I didn't even fucking catch that.
Oh, yeah, he does. He got one lucky guy spends the night with ODB, so it was him.
It was Cody Deaner.
It was Deaner.
Cousin Deaner? No way.
At Destination X, she chose Deaner as her date. There it is. Wow.
What the fuck? Buck Masterson got fucking This is bullshit.
Yeah, it shows a bunch of animals having sex, and
boom!
ODB slaps her ass to end this. Yeah.
Dude, we talked about it last time, but ODB is fucking awesome, man.
ODB is one of the shining lights of this division. Like, when I think of the Knockouts division. Sadly. Yeah, well, because she's probably looking for her Mr. Number One.
Right.
Who is Cousin Deaner, of course.
I love the Deaners.
Maybe Bud Masterson is Jake something.
Holy shit.
That's Cousin Jake and Cousin Deaner. So backstage, JB is at the rafters.
Okay, is that where this fucking is?
He was coming down the stairs, so I imagine like that goes up to the top of the impact zone.
That's awesome if that's what that is. What a great
He just sat at the bottom of the rafters and he knew he would find Sting eventually.
Well, there's only one way down. Unless he repels, of course, I guess.
Unless he does what he always does.
Is there rafters in the impact zone?
They've shown Sting up there. They showed Sting sitting up there or whatever. It wasn't very high up, not like WCW.
It was like right above like the crowd Tron.
Where the pyro is?
It was just like his face. He couldn't like move up there, I don't think.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, but he could probably touch like the belt if they're doing like an X Division, like Ultimate X match. He probably touch the belt.
Wow, that'd be awesome.
If Sting repelled and won the Ultimate X match and then repelled back up, I mean...
Dude, he's got to do like, when he repels, he's like Christopher Daniels when he jumps, and grabs the belt. Like that's...
Oh, like a big splash with his arms out?
Yeah. He goes down from the rafters?
Yeah, then grabs it, goes back up.
So JB is here, and of course he says, hey, it's JB Jeremy Borash. Well, fuck yeah, it is. Let's go.
Appreciate that every time.
I'm here awaiting the arrival of Sting. And Sting walks down the stairs. Hey, Sting.
Oh, cool. This worked.
Glad I waited. Sting, I'm guessing a lot of time for reflection over the last 7 days. A showdown face-to-face with you and Kurt Angle. Let me get this straight, Sting. The arena will be empty tonight. Employees, the wrestlers, and the fans, they must go! After everything that's happened between MEM and you, seems everything is coming to a head tonight. And Sting says, at this point, whatever Kurt wants, he's going to get it. At against all odds, I went in to win, and that's what a TNA champion's supposed to do, and Kurt should have known that I wanted that belt just as bad as he did, if not more, and Kurt's jealous. He's jealous over what I have, but I'm not going to let him have it. Aside from a chosen few around here under the TNA roster, anyone else gets their hands on the world title, and it's going to be tarnished. I thought that was an interesting thing to say. There's only a couple guys that should have this. Anyone else is a piece of fucking shit.
Anyone else on the roster sucks.
Well, maybe the Main Event Mafia was the right place for Sting to be, but I digress.
This was the point where Sting's face was in like 8K quality here when they were in the rafters.
I mean, it's unbelievable the quality of this fucking camera, dude.
It looks so good, yeah.
Is this Garrett's fault? Like, did he get the fucking masters and upload this shit? Like, it looks awesome.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, it's real good, though.
Well, Sting says, Kurt, knock yourself out. You can clear the arena, all the boys, all the fans, but just make me one promise that the camera's going to be rolling. Because I'm at my best, Kurt, when it's showtime. And Sting walks away, and JB, for some reason, has a very, very shocked expression on his face. But I think that is fucking awesome. I don't know if, why that caught me so well, but I thought that the idea of that Sting, like, is only good when the cameras are on, and that's why it's showtime. It's showtime because I need it to be to win. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah, okay. I get what you're saying.
That's cool as fuck.
Yeah, okay. All right, so now we get the TNA rough cuts. We're talking about the Ultimate X.
Why?
It seems like we have been talking about the Ultimate X for a while by the way that this goes.
And here's
Chris
a picture
Sabin.
of Sting jumping from the rafters.
Here's all the cool shit that could happen. It won't. So we're talking about the Ultimate X with Chris Sabin on the TNA rough cuts. How the X Division guys are good.
Dude, it's the whole segment is, hey, you think that the Ultimate X favors fucking big fat guys or the X Division guys? And it's everyone agreeing, yeah, this is better for the X Division guys. All right.
Devon,
yeah, of course.
Dude, Devon basically just says, yeah, the X Division is like the guys that still want to work here. So, like, that's pretty cool. They're willing to do stuff still. We got a walk-in brawl later. We're not doing that.
I'm getting paid way more than them, too.
T3D walk-in brawl.
We got to go over to this fucking wall over here.
The Destination X wall. It's always
Kurt
Destination
Sting
X
said, stay
wall.
away from the fucking wall. Don't fuck with the wall, like, it's ours.
Devon and Bubba definitely pulled Sting and Kurt aside after the main and said, hey guys, we don't want to be those guys, but maybe you stay away from the wall next time, brother.
Tony, you're right. It usually has Destination X or the Dudleys on it.
Yeah, it is a picture of the Dudleys or Destination X, always.
So now we go to Team Canada versus Beer Money Inc.
Yeah, so, and James just giving away the team there is exactly what TNA did here. There's no fucking, like, waiting or, like, Beer Money comes out first, so we have to think about, who could the surprise team be?
Yeah, they should have done that. Hey, let's find out who's going to be here.
Yeah, the first entrants are Eric Young and Petey Williams. Okay, well, I guess.
Canada.
Yeah, okay, I guess.
Anybody remember this?
No.
No?
No, we don't.
I just came in from the Hulk ride. I don't know what's going on.
This guy looks like Scott Steiner. Is he here?
Good gimmick.
Let's see the ratings.
I hope he's here next week when I come. So Petey Williams and Eric Young are teaming again. Petey is still Maple Leaf Muscle or Make Believe Muscle, whatever one you want to call him. This is a good gimmick, and I don't know. I have some sentiment to this, some sentimental value here to seeing Petey and Eric Young. Team Canada means a lot to me, so it's cool to have that. So
it was a fun run. Like, they weren't like top guys, but they were always top shitters. You know what I mean?
You always
like
wanted to see them. You always when they were out there, they were an attraction, you know. And then Petey would hit the Canadian Destroyer, and it was.
I want to see the Destroyer, Tony. Yeah, what the fuck?
It's the coolest fucking move ever. Yeah, right.
And like, I don't know why. I guess maybe it's because Petey was the first guy I saw do it, but like, I still to this day seeing Petey do the Destroyer, it has a way different feel than other people doing it to me.
Because he ropes them in.
Dude, he does. He didn't rope him in here, which made me mad. That's probably why they got fired.
They changed the finish on him because he didn't rope him in?
Yeah, they called it on the fly. Eric Young was supposed to lose and get fired.
So Petey and James Storm start off here, and Petey hits a nice combo. PD has been in TNA for a while in my head, and then on commentary they say he's been here for 5 years. And I'm like, has it only been 5 years at this point?
I know, but I guess, 5 years is what, 04? So, they'd only been around a couple years when he came in. But he also, I get he's fucking, little fucking Scott Steiner. He's in incredible shape here.
Oh, he looks great. He got in the best shape of his life for this run. That's probably why they did the damn run. So PD and EY work together well here. They take over early. It was nice to see some classic combos from these two guys. Eric Young hits 10 punches in the corner. That was fucking awesome.
Let's fucking go.
Roode sends EY over, and EY lands on the apron and punches Storm. Jackie holds Eric Young, and PD chases her off, but it was enough time for Roode to hit him and take back over.
Jackie's awesome.
Yeah, Jackie's been awesome her entire career. She's been awesome everywhere.
We've been watching a bunch of stuff with her on it lately too. She pops up in a ton of different eras here, and every time she's a great part of the her act.
So we come back from commercial, and Beer Money is on top of Eric Young here. They do a suplex and then do Beer Money.
Hey, you're the heel. Stop. It's not supposed to get over.
Nah, this shit's cool. We got the Boozer Cruiser. So EY hits a knee on Roode and then a line on Storm, but Roode pulls PD down so they can't hot tag. Classic Southern tag stuff here from the Canadians. Roode chokes Eric Young. Roode goes for the Eye of the Storm, but Eric Young lands on his feet and hits an enziguri.
Fucked up Trouble in Paradise looking fucking kick there.
Yeah, just right to the back of his head. Eric Young gets the hot tag, and PD comes in, hits a code breaker over the ropes.
Let's go.
PD then bulldogs Roode on top of Storm and hits a side Russian leg sweep.
He's doing great. Let's keep him.
Roode goes for the payoff, but Eric Young comes in and catches PD's feet and swings him around into a tornado DDT, which looked awesome.
Dude, that was fucking cool as fuck.
PD then hits a Rana over the ropes onto Storm, and Eric Young hits an Alabama Jam, and PD gets a 2. Yeah, the crowd was hot for this. They thought they were going to win here.
I know.
They wanted him to win, really.
They didn't want either of these guys getting fired, so that's probably right. They didn't even care about the tag titles. They just wanted these guys to not lose their job.
So we get a Tower of Doom here. Classic TNA spot.
TNA calls it Tower of Doom on commentary, too. I don't know if that's my brain. I thought that was an internet term.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe it leaked into this because they had done so many by this point.
Sure, yeah. But he said, Tower of Doom. I said, what? Okay.
So Jackie comes in and tries to hit a splash, but misses, and then sells nuts as she stands up here.
Dude, crazy sell. And then PD sets her up for the Destroyer. And TNA says, Spike TV executive's not going to like that.
That'll get you every time. Roode grabs the leg. Storm hits the last call super kick, and Roode pins PD, and PD is gone from TNA.
So, according to Wikipedia, in January of 2019, TNA informed him that they would not renew his contract that was expiring later that month. Then he wrestled his last match for the company on February 10th at the tapings of the February 19th edition of Impact, where he teamed with Eric Young to take on Beer Money for the tag titles. He was pinned in the match, and due to the previous stipulation, was banished from TNA. And I don't think he comes back a long time later for a little bit. I don't think it's a run or anything. He comes back for one of the one night only things or whatever the fuck.
He comes back during the pandemic.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, he has a couple little stints there. Yeah.
So we go backstage. Lauren asks Rhino and Team 3D about Kurt and Sting. Rhino is in the biggest jeans ever.
What jersey does he have on here?
I don't even know. It's probably a starter jersey.
Yeah.
I think it's Detroit Lions.
Oh, okay, sure. Lauren says, I know you guys are about to evacuate the building, but I need your thoughts on what's going to happen here. And Rhino says, do I agree with the platform that Sting and Kurt stand on? Absolutely not. And, we as wrestlers go out there and...
Let's ask Rhino and Team 3D what they think.
I guess maybe because they're frontline guys, maybe it's they would want to say these guys should die. And Rhino's saying, this is kind of fucked up. Maybe we shouldn't do this to make it seem like more of a big deal. Which is kind of what he does here. He says, we go out there and when we're out there, there's refs and security and all this shit. And there's to make sure when the final bell rings that there's no serious injuries. And, injuries do happen. I've torn pec and bicep and all that shit. And Bubba says, I tore an ab once doing crunches. And Rhino looks at him and says, yes, I was there with you. And Rhino says, tonight's different. Nobody's going to be out there and nobody's going to be able to stop the mayhem. And we all have issues with Kurt and Sting, but tonight I hope and pray that they survive. And Bubba, to your boy James saying like, what the fuck are they asking you guys? Bubba says, what the fuck do you care? Kurt and Sting, they don't give a shit about you. They don't care about us or TNA. And remember what they did to me a couple months ago? I hope they maim each other and break each other's bones. And Kurt and Sting are nothing but a poison here. And now listen, I got a stack of singles this big. Let's go to the strip club and forget about this stupidity. And Rhino looks at him and says, okay, well, I don't drink. I had to give that up. That's can't do that. And Devon puts his arm around Rhino and says, listen, Rhino, I got me this white chick, and I think you would like her. And Rhino looks at her and he says, she's not fat, is she? Hey. And Devon says, maybe big boned. And Rhino says, good. Not too big boned now, huh? And Bubba looks at Lauren and says, all right, Lauren can go with you. Come on, Lauren. And Lauren says, no, I'm not going. And they all leave the room.
They leave with Lauren.
So the fans start to leave the building now because the fucking main event's up next. Just kidding. It's time for Webography with James Storm.
Yes.
Because we need to know what kind of music he likes. What do you think he likes, Tony?
Everything. All of it. Like, just a little bit of everything.
Maybe some rock, country. I fucking like some
just
rap.
All of it. He likes all. He probably wants like the world to be better and like.
Dude,
he likes
Tony,
Final Fantasy
wow.
and.
You nailed it. He legit does say he wants it. His one wish would be that his little girl gets to grow up in a world that isn't so messed up as it is right now.
Wow, he probably says like he always wanted to be a wrestler, so he doesn't really know what he would do if he wasn't a wrestler.
Tony, wow, he fucking said that. He did.
Like I don't have notes here. I'm just guessing based off of.
He said if he wasn't a wrestler, Tony, he'd probably be in jail.
Yeah,
so
or a wrestler.
Answer.
Either way, there's only one way.
He said in high school he wrestled and played basketball, and his favorite place to wrestling is taking him is England. And they're very respectful over there, and taking him in England and Mexico and all over the U.S. and Puerto Rico, and they all got great beers. Yeah, well, you just got Petey Williams fired, you fucking asshole. Why are you not remorseful about this, bitch?
My favorite show is Alf.
Hey, what about Petey Williams? He can't fucking provide for his family now, James Storm. You got any answers for that?
Yeah, Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels were cool when I was growing up.
If I could have one superpower, I'd be an invisible man.
I love Elizabeth Shue.
Get the fuck out of here, James Storm. What's wrong with you?
Matter of fact, everyone get the fuck out of here. They show everyone filing out of the Impact Zone, including the wrestlers. They show the empty merch and all this stuff. Very cool way to do this for sure.
But yeah, so the fans are filing out. Don West says it's a weird feeling here sitting here in an empty arena, and they show Homicide and Hernandez leaving the building and fans outside of the building cheering. I'm like, what the fuck are they doing out there? And then they explain it. Tenay says even though the fans had to leave, we're going to allow them to watch just outside the arena on special monitors. And let's send it outside the Impact Zone with Lauren. That's fucking awesome. Like a closed circuit TV of the match.
Yeah, this was a very good way to do this, I think. It made it feel a lot bigger than it was.
Yeah.
Especially for a match that really doesn't get much time, I guess.
No.
They do a couple fun things in it, though. But Lauren is outside the Impact Zone with the fans. They're all rooting for Sting, not fucking Kurt Angle.
Dude, not at all. They are super rooting for fucking Sting. Sheila just says, forget about Kurt Angle with this crowd. And Tenay says, it's noisy outside, but dead silent in the Impact Zone. You could hear a fart. Artie Lang. Up next, it's the fight. Empty arena, Kurt Angle and Sting. Well, we got to get a Sting versus Kurt Angle hype video going in here to go for this main event. Again, dude, I mean, they are going for it all to fucking hype up this. I wonder what the rating was for this show, because, like, they super hyped this up, man.
I imagine they did a lot of stuff preloaded here because they wanted people to have time to tell people to, tune in.
Yeah, sure, that's right. So we get a Sting versus Angle hype video. Last summer, the icon Sting became increasingly dissatisfied with what he perceived to be lack thereof from a younger, bolder generation. Okay, but what about AJ Styles? He's pretty good. In October, Kurt Angle capitalized on this, and he formed the Main Event Mafia, and Sting found respect, and Kurt found even greater strength and power. But as the Main Event Mafia orchestrated hit after hit, Sting seemed to grow disenchanted with his ruthless family. This is all Barry Scott saying this. Is way cooler than how I'm saying it.
Yes, dude. He's awesome.
He's the fucking best. With his ruthless family, a spectator in the shadows, Angle sensing the divide, questioned Sting's loyalty. And last week, allegiances were severed as words became swords. You see, you put an S in front of words, become swords. Kurt and Sting brawled in the ring, setting up the empty arena match here. And now the battle for honor in the Main Event Mafia and the balance of power of all of TNA is at stake. No refs, no rules, no remorse. Holy shit. It's fucking awesome.
So Jeremy Borash is here with more fans.
Ah, yes. Oh, my goodness. Get ready. The arena has been cleared. The time is now. Kurt Angle, Sting, the showdown. The crowd is electric, and I got to get some predictions. Kurt Angle or Sting? Sting! Fucking Sting! Fucking Sting kicks ass!
We fucking love Sting!
Fucking Sting! Well, the crowd's very interested here. Hey, shut up! Match is about to start. The arena's empty. The showdown happens now. And they show a shot from inside the building, and everything's set up. The ring and all the chairs. No fans at all, other than Mike Tenay and Don West. And they show Tenay and Don West the commentary. And Tenay says, you're looking at a completely empty Impact Zone, and what you're about to see next is going to be unpredictable and unprecedented. No security, no referee, no fans. Absolutely no control when Sting fights Kurt Angle. And Don West says it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a war. It's going to be like nothing you've ever seen, and it's up next. Tenay says, ladies and gentlemen, history is about to be made. This is fucking awesome. I'm fucking fired up at this point. I said, I want to see these dudes fucking blow each other's heads off. Let's fucking go.
So we get Kurt Angle versus Sting. Empty arena match. The way they set this up is cool. They got all the shots. They got everything you would need. I thought it was funny that Kurt Angle still makes his entrance under the ramp with pyro.
I understand, to Sting's point, that it is showtime. I thought it was just the cameramen. I guess the whole production team got to stay as well, like the sound guy, the elevator guy,
pyro guy,
yeah, the Tron guy, yeah,
Artie Lang.
But yeah, dude, them making their entrances to an empty arena was a pretty fun touch.
So Sting makes his entrance without the title.
Without the title, without the bat or the jacket as well. They have the TNA World Champion plate on here. Did they say this was for the title?
Oh, no, I don't know. I don't think it was a title match. It was just a fight,
right? Yeah. I guess how was it going to end with no ref? They were just going to do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
So Steiner and Nash are with the Main Event Mafia security watching at the entrance tunnel.
No, how the fuck is that? I thought everyone had to go.
Yeah, well, it's all good. Don't worry about
It's mafia business, that's why.
Yeah, this is about the family. So we get into the ring here. They punch each other in the center of the ring, and Sting lines Kurt out of the ring and screams, I'm gonna kill you.
Kurt, I'm gonna kill you. I mean, there's a ton of shit talk here. It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you got to do in these. When, like, there's nothing there, you have to, like, talk and just emote more.
That should be like any match, actually.
All of them, yeah. Really.
Yeah.
You should always act like no one's there.
Yeah, fucking hell.
So they go over to the metal wall.
Holy shit, the Dudleys are fucking punching fans trying to get into the building. No, don't let them do it.
Kurt drags Sting up to the top of the bleacher seating, and Sting fucking throws Kurt off the top of the bleachers to the floor.
I swore it was just being teased, but fucking Kurt takes it. He goes over the rail to the floor, and they're like, holy fuck, look at this again. Can we get a replay production? You there?
Dude, he dangles over and then falls. I was like, wow, I can't believe he actually fell.
That's scary as shit.
So Sting goes to chase him, but Kurt Angle was already up, and he hits him with a trash can. A metal one.
It's like a mailbox-shaped trash can.
Yeah, it's like a theme park trash can.
Yeah, okay, great way to put that, yeah.
So Angle starts hitting him on the ground and saying, I hate you. And it shows a picture of the crowd cheering here. It was very cool. Makes it seem more alive. Let's go Sting, fuck Kurt Angle.
Hey, stop walking brawling.
Yeah, it shows the Dudley boys plowing through the crowd. Hey! Yeah, go ahead and cut the footage.
We gotta get out of here. Bubba's pissed.
So Kurt low blows Sting and grabs a chair, and he says, I'm going to end your career. You're a stupid son of a bitch. So Sting gut kicks him and hits him with the chair instead, and Kurt Angle goes full beg off here.
Dude, fucking pussy. I said, God damn you, Kurt Angle. Full, like, he says, come on, man. Don't do it.
Yeah, so Kurt Angle pleads with Sting. He says, don't do it. And Sting says, I'm going to take your head off.
Dude, and Kurt says, I'm sorry, Sting. I swear to God.
I swear to God, I am sorry, Sting.
And Sting says, you're not begging good enough. And Kurt says, dude, please, I got kids. And Sting says, that's a bunch of bullshit. And fucking Kevin Nash walks up, and Kurt's entire tune changes. He was going from like begging off crazy, crying, saying, I'm sorry, please don't hit me. Nash walks up, Kurt looks at Sting and says, go ahead, hit me. Go on, bitch.
That is nuts. Wow. Yeah, you can't let the boys be seeing you like that.
Go on, bitch. He said, what are you, a pussy? Hit me, Sting. Hit me. He says, what are you, a pussy? Hey. So fucking Sting's had enough. He's going to hit Kurt with his chair. He swings back, and Nash grabs the chair and stops him. Steiner walks in to break it up, and Nash is flipping out. That's enough. What did you say? As long as we're family, nothing can get between us. Is this a family? And Kurt, who's being held back by Scott's pointing over at Sting, I hate his guts. And Scott Steiner being the voice of reason, saying, "Come on, dude, just fucking
come on, Kurt.
Yeah, come on."
I'm trying to go work off, huh?
Take your clothes off, boys. Let's work off.
Lay in the ring. So Sting puts his hand out, and Kurt takes his hand, and they shake hands with each other. That's right. The family's back together.
And Kevin Nash is excited. He says, "Yeah!" And he's fucking. He takes a sigh of relief.
And then Kurt spits in Sting's face, and Sting starts punching the shit out of him. And Kurt Angle starts punching back, and he says, "I hate you. I hate you, Sting. I'm gonna kill you. I hate you."
Dude, he immediately shakes his hand, spits a crazy loogie in Sting's face. They start fighting, and you can hear Scott Steiner go, "Oh, go on, Kurt." I hate you, Sting. I'm gonna kill you. I wish they had more time to have more of like a match, like of doing some little more walk and brawl, just because I was like super into the build and like, this is awesome.
Let the
like,
Dudley boys see that.
They're fucking hitting JP Jeremy Perez in the 3D on concrete.
3D, the crowd. 3D. It cuts to the camera. 3D.
Oh no.
Yeah, I thought they would take more chances here though, with like since it's pre-taped or whatever. You know, they could do a little more craziness, but they didn't. I mean,
well, Tony,
what it is.
What about the webographies?
We had to save time for those, definitely.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's still fun. I just wish we got some more because of how much they
usually when they do
it.
that, like if I don't know if it was a JB project, but whenever he's like doing the pre-tape stuff, he always does like crazy stuff. But I don't know if he was in charge of this one. But
maybe not yet. It
was still like it was different too, though, that empty arena anyway. But
that was fun.
I thought they'd take more chances. Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed this a lot. Kurt Angle made a lot of this.
I know.
He said we have to have a good one, and Sting said,
I got to do something, right?
Yeah. My favorite part of this match, though, bar none, is when Kurt's saying, "I got kids, man. Please, I swear to God, I'm sorry." And then Kevin Nash walks down. "Come on, hit me with the fucking chair, pussy."
Hey, the fuck, bitch!
I mean, that is unbelievable.
Dude, I had a feeling that he was going to fucking do something to Sting when they shook hands. I mean, he spits an egregious loogie in his face. Like, that's gnarly.
Dude, wrestling loogies they're rough.
Yeah, I guess I figured you'd have, like, Cottonmouth at the end, but some dudes get that just juice going.
So we go backstage. Sting is with Lauren after commercial.
Dude, yeah, there's still more. TNA says we're going to send it back to Sting. We got to get some thoughts here. Like,
yeah, because it goes to commercial. They break them up during the commercial break is what we're told. And they put them in different parts of the arena. So backstage, Sting is with Lauren, and Sting says, "You want to spit in my face, Kurt?"
I never been disrespected like this ever. In all these years of being in business, you stick your hand out to me and you spit in my face. I don't care when, I don't care how, I don't care where. Kurt, I'll be there. I'm all in. I'm all in, Kurt. You hate me. The feeling is mutual. Ah! I love this fucking angle. Like, this is great shit here.
Yeah, this is good right here.
And TNA, we go back to commentary. TNA says, "Listen, I first met Sting 20 years ago, almost 20 years, almost 2 decades. And I can tell you, I'd never seen Sting like this." And Donovan says, "You can't blame Sting for his reaction. You know Kurt's going crazy." TNA says, "Wait, you're right. I'm getting word. It's time to hear from Kurt now." And, of course, the one and only JV Jeremy Borash is in the Mafia locker room with Nash and Angle. And Kurt is flipping the fuck out. "Where's Jeff? I want Jarrett in here now. I want Sting. I want that SOB. I want his title. I want his life."
Dude, wow.
Yeah, he is fucking steaming. He looks at Kev. "He's not one of us, Kevin." Ah! And Kevin Nash is fucking had enough. He fucking stands up and he points at an Angle and he says, hey, you caused this, not Sting. You're the one responsible." And they both stand there quiet for a minute, and Kurt looks at him. He says, "What are you talking about? What do you want me to do? Shake his hand like a damn pussy?" I'm not going to do that. Where the hell's Jarrett? I want Sting. I want him at Destination X. Make it happen. And he looks into the camera. Jarrett, I know you're listening. Make it happen. Make it happen. And that's how we go on. We go off the air of Kurt screaming into the camera. Like, again, there was a lot of fucking just waste of time on this show. You know, maybe there is too much Main Event Mafia killing faces, but like this episode in a bubble, the Main Event Mafia stuff was awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was
yeah,
good.
I actually enjoyed this whole thing here. That was very cool. And the opener street fight was awesome.
Fucking tremendous. Yeah, that was fucking cool. And the beer money tag was good too. And then, you know, I mean, okay, you know, maybe I'm being a little too harsh because I like the Angelina fucking Taylor Wilde match too. It felt like it took
too
a
much
lot.
Downtime.
Yes, okay, that's right. Yeah. It took a lot for me to have a comeback up, and then I feel like I was just fucking watching some bullshit for another 20 minutes after that.
Mm-hmm.
I wish the main had a little longer time. I almost wish it was a fucking pay-per-view match because it feels like maybe they would have done a little more crazy stuff, had a little time. But
they should have ran it back in a full arena match.
Packed house match.
Bring the fans back in.
Well, that is it for TNA Impact February 19th, 2009, and that is it for our show.